What if I told you that one of Pixar's biggest letdowns just climbed to the top of the animation world without anyone noticing? In a year where most animated films couldn't catch a break, Elio, a movie many forgot existed, is now holding a record no one saw coming. But what this record actually says is far more surprising than the number itself. When Elio hit theaters, it didn't exactly make waves. Pulling in just $138 million globally, it became one of Pixar's lowest grossing titles ever. The studio had high hopes, but audiences barely noticed. It didn't have the viral charm of Turning Red, nor the second-win success of Elemental, which crawled to nearly $500 million over time. Elio was different. It faded into the background almost immediately. Critics gave it a polite nod. Viewers, a brief shrug. It wasn't hated, just forgotten. Here's the twist. Despite its underwhelming run, Elio is about to take the crown as the top-grossing Hollywood animated movie of 2025. Not because it roared past expectations, but because every other major animated release this year has underperformed even more. Its closest rival? Dog Man from DreamWorks, a modest project made on a small budget, earning just under $146 million. That's the bar Elio is about to pass. And it says a lot more about this year's animation landscape than it does about Elio itself. Last year, animation was everywhere. Inside Out 2, Moana 2, even Kung Fu Panda 4, they all packed theaters and broke records. But this year? Nothing. No animated film from Hollywood has broken through to the mainstream. For the first time in recent memory, animated features are completely absent from the top of the box office leaderboard. It's not that the audience disappeared, it's that the animated offerings simply haven't delivered. Whether due to poor marketing, uninspired concepts, or timing, the genre took a serious backseat in 2025. If you zoom out, the animation scene looks very different, just not in Hollywood. China's Ne Zha 2 is breaking records overseas, becoming the highest-grossing animated movie of all time. But almost all of that success comes from China. It hasn't even opened in the US yet. Hollywood used to dominate this space. Now, the biggest animated success stories aren't even coming from American studios. It's a shift that's caught many off guard. Strangely enough, families haven't stopped going to the movies, they've just swapped cartoons for remakes. Lilo and Stitch soared past the billion-dollar mark, becoming Disney's biggest hit of the year. How to Train Your Dragon's live-action adaptation also crushed expectations with over $600 million. It's clear where the studio budgets are going and where audiences are looking. The nostalgia of familiar stories, reimagined with real actors, seems to be winning the race, at least for now. While theaters struggle to launch animated hits, streaming platforms are quietly stacking up wins. Netflix's K-pop Demon Hunters became a surprise global sensation. Hulu scored big with Predator, Killer of Killers, a gritty animated thriller that no one saw coming. These successes hint at a larger trend: audiences still love animated stories, they're just finding them in different places. For studios, this could change how animated projects are greenlit and where they're released. Let's be honest, Elio is living on borrowed time. This week, The Bad Guys 2 is hitting theaters. Its predecessor made $250 million and built a loyal fan base. If the sequel lands, Elio is getting bumped off the throne almost immediately. But the real heavyweight is waiting for the holiday season. Zootopia 2 is coming, and based on the buzz, it's almost guaranteed to cross the billion-dollar mark again. The original was a cultural phenomenon. The sequel? It's positioned to be the comeback story for animated blockbusters in 2025. So what does all of this mean? Elio's brief moment at the top isn't really about success. It's a snapshot of a rare moment when the animation giants stepped back, streaming surged forward, and audiences shifted their focus elsewhere. The fact that Pixar's quietest release is holding a major record, however, temporarily speaks volumes about how unpredictable this industry has become. But make no mistake, the animation crown isn't staying in Elio's hands for long. The next wave is coming, and it's bringing animals, chaos, and $1 billion